Alright, so just to recap on what we learned during the last video. Your traits, you want science and you want people. That's all that matters, science, people. So for my traits, I've got intelligent, which gives me plus 10% research from all the different type of researchers. And rapid breeders, we have lots of babies. And then to get both of those, I had to get some negatives. So I got slow learners and fleeting. And both these just means your leaders are dumb. And who cares about leaders? Alright, I don't care about this other stuff. Government ethics, this is super important. You need to have fanatic materialist for that 10% research speed increase. And not only that, but you get the robot upkeep negative 20% because we're going to have a lot of robots. And then you want to get egalitarian, which not only gives you a 5% specialist resource output increase, which applies to researchers, of course, but it's going to give you some other options that help in research. All right, civic picks left again. We either want research or some kind of industrialism, mining maybe. All right, so let's get our researcher going. Technocracy. And not seeing it this time. Oh, why can't I get the as democratic? Oh, that's good. Democracy. There we go. Now I can get it. Bam. Because that one gives me the 10% resource output from specialists. Again, more research, right? All right. Empire name is just yeah. Watch me democratic comparative. Now your origin. Let's use Mechanist because it's gonna give me 8 more robots, and I like robots. Otherwise, just use this prosperous unification because it gives you 2 extra districts and 4 more pops. But I want this Mechanist to go along with all these other traits I've got. All right, so my origin is that I'm a civilization that's got some robots. All right, let's go next. Next, we're done. We're saving it. The democratic cooperative. All right, so this is kind of important to set up. By default, you've got these fallen empires. If you really just want to learn, this is the most difficult part of the game is the fallen empires. Just get rid of them. Make it 0. But I'm just going to leave them in here. All right, start of the game.
Greetings, first speaker. I am Veer, a prototype
No
soldier who
tutorial.
will be soaring.
Set up your research. These energy grids, when I build a new uh, planet, first thing I build is a robot factory. Second thing I build is an energy grid. So the only 2 I would consider is the research speed and the energy grid. Now the energy grid takes 3,000. Research takes plus 5%. I guess I'll go energy grid. But research, I kind of feel like I should be going research, but oh well. Society doesn't really matter, so I guess we get plus 20% food. And we want the minerals. Minerals are good. Alright, so the first thing you do when you're setting up your civilization here, you want to expand. There's kind of different parts of the game. This is the part where you want to expand out. And when you look at your hyperlanes, if you have a hyperlane that no one can get to but you, for example, look at this triangle. Now once you get this point, I mean these 2 are yours. So when you start exploring, no, you don't want to bother with these 2 until you have to. And you want to expand as far as possible. When you meet another alien civilization, you kind of want to cut them off. So I'm just go ahead and get my science guy, make him survey. And all right, let's talk about these resources. The energy at the top, that's money. The energy is your money. It's probably the most important one, except minerals. You can sell minerals and get money. So minerals is used to build buildings on your planets. You gotta have food. The more people you got, the more food you need. The more people you got, the more consumer goods you need. And these alloys are for building ships. And this influence is for building star bases. So if I want to expand to this hyperlane over here, I've got to have enough influence to build a star base. Unity lets you buy these different perks. can't afford any of them yet. This shows how much research you have. Remember, we want maximum research. In fact, the first building I'm going to build is a research building. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause. I'm also going to go to my shipyard and get another science ship. Another science ship. And get that going. And as soon as you can, I'm going to build these mining stations. I need 200 minerals. I don't have 200 yet. And this is just, this is a normal start. The way the game works, it's going to give you a planet next to your home system somewhere. So right around here somewhere, there's going to be another planet that's in the green for you. Because you only want to settle on planets that you have at least the 80% compatibility with. Alright, I can build research stations and mining stations now. My other science ship is done. You got to recruit a scientist. It costs 200 energy. I don't even have 200 energy. So I really can't use that other science ship yet until I get enough energy to buy a scientist.
System survey concluded.
Alright, system survey done. And we're just going to make them go on out.
Construction project concluded.
He found some kind of a planet. Arctic world. There's no way that's going to be a good world to settle on. Alright, but let's pause it right here. Again, you see I'm getting ready to get enough energy to get another scientist. I've got this science ship exploring this hyperlane. If I look out, which hyperlane I'm going to be able to go the farthest in is what I'm going to look for. If I was going to go this way, which I will, I'm going to have at least 4 science ships eventually. I'm going to come right around this outside edge and see how far I can go. Over here, I'm going to go this way. Over here, I'm going to go this way. I'm just going survey shipping out, and once I put all my research stations and mining stations on this sector or this system, I'm going to immediately settle the next one. And I really need more energy right now, so I'm glad that there's 4 energy in that system, to the north there. And as soon as I find a settleable planet, I'm going to settle on it, but only when I have enough energy to do it. Like right now, if I settle the planet, if only +5 energy, well, that planet is going to take more than +5 energy to run in the beginning. Alright, so that's kind of the first things you need to do. You need to get your science ships going, surveying systems, get your construction ship to go ahead and build all the mining stations on your home system, and then immediately, as fast as possible, settle outward. You'll probably want, once you get enough money, about 4 science ships, at least 2 construction ships to help you expand out. So 4 science, 2 construction, expand as far as possible. Wall off the aliens if you can. What I mean is, if you were to get to this system, there's an alien right here. Well, you want to hurry up and settle this one, so they'll be stuck where they're at, and you can still settle all these systems. All right, so that's the very beginning, expanding out. And the next one, maybe we'll take a look at buildings.